Alright, today I'm going to show you guys my new setup, and I'm going to show you how fast you can actually develop using AI. So let's first start in the development environment. I'm now using Cursor, and as you can see I have multiple agents that can run for me. So the objective is today is to give them a few tasks. So let's start off by taking a look at the current website. Let's pull up a notepad, and then we can start taking some notes for improvement ideas. And then we can set the bots to work. So taking a look at the front page, I think this is way too much information currently. So what I'm going to do is start building a landing page so people can have a more clear page on which they can land and they don't get that much overwhelmed. So that's the first thing. Okay, so we want to create a landing page that converts because we want to go from we want to get paid members, of course. So it has to convert, it has to explain the product, but it mustn't overwhelm people. So when you're looking at this, it's way too much information. And I mean, it's nice that there's so much information in this website, but getting overwhelmed is never a great experience. So I think having a separate landing page would really help. And then if the landing page is really great, maybe we can use that also as the home page instead of this thing. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I really like the idea, but I don't like the implementation currently. So one of the objectives of this whole SaaS side hustle that I'm making is that we're going to create a community of like-minded people. So a community of people that uses this software and then tries to outperform the market using my software. And one of the ways I want to build a community is by using Discord. So over here you have Discord, and then you go to my community Discord, and here underneath you also have a join Discord option. I don't really like it over here because it doesn't look that good currently, and I'm not sure whether we want to keep it in the header or in the menu bar. So one of the benefits of keeping it here is that even if you go over to all of these other pages, you will keep on seeing it, but don't really like it. So refactor, rethink the Discord in the menu bar and make it either look better or find a better place for it. Maybe the footer like on the home page, because I don't really think that many people will join Discord out of the blue. I think it's more important to get them into the early access and get them as members, and then I think from membership they can join the Discord. So we should also think about the flow. I think that we should do that before we're going to refactor or rethink the Discord placement. Think about the user experience flow of the site. How does a customer journey, it is called, look like currently, and logical steps in the journey to get good conversion without overwhelming people. Okay. So we're going to continue looking at the site to see if we can find some improvement ideas. So just so you guys have a bit of an overview of the site. This is the homepage currently. Here we have signals, so we're going to push new traits that we interpret on a confidence score about how likely it is you will outperform the market. We are including a little bit of an explanation why we scored it that way, and also some caveats with the signals, so things you have to watch out for. I really like this, and then this is part of the paid membership, obviously. Over here we have the portfolio overview, so I made a few portfolios, two portfolios, based on all of the data, and they outperform the market. Currently I don't like this open thing, I don't like the max drawdown, and I think it should be, it should look a little better than it currently does, so we need to improve the look and feel. And I don't know exactly, but maybe include a picture already of the historical performance. So we're also going to note that. improve the portfolio overview page, so that. And then after this, I'm going to set the bot to work so we can, you guys can see how that goes. Okay, so I really like this image, but we can still improve on it because it's not interactive. So let's take a look if we also can make it interactive. In the portfolio details, make the stock graph interactive, so we can, by hovering the mouse, see pictures. Maybe also include a time horizon adjustment, just like you see with normal stock graphs. Okay. So let's take these things and then we're going to put it into the AI. So let's start with the UX flow, and we can write a real nice prompt, I think. So we're going to make a. Right, we already have a user experience agent, so we're going to put it into this one. Let's see. So currently we're, in my opinion, overwhelming them because we want them to join our early access and Discord is in mind too much. I think the journey goes like this. See site, click around if they like, take free membership, and then only from there should we push the Discord email. What you think? And okay, so first let's do it like that. What do you think? What would be your plan to improve the UX, both from a conversion and a usability / customer journey perspective? Okay, so he's gonna work on this. Now we got the other front end bots. Now this was doing something else. So we're gonna create a new agent. Now we're gonna put in this prompt. Okay, so he first needs to come up with a plan about what he's gonna build and why. Then we can check if we agree with it, and if we do, we can start working on that. Then this one can work on the portfolio page. Some adjustments on the portfolio page. So let's check if he has every info he needs, and if not, he should complain about it. So that's also a great trick to get your prompts on the next level, I think, is to explicitly say that if something is unclear or if it needs more info, that he should be able to tell you that, and then you can have a bit of a back and forth. I don't know if it will do it with this prompt, but it's really nice. He will give you an overview of a few options he thought of himself, and then you can choose one of those options or go with another option entirely. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what it takes to get all of this running in Cursor. You just need to understand a little bit of basics of prompting, and it isn't that hard to get different agents working. One of the things I would advise is to give them all a specific task and create different agents. So over here you can create a new agent, and then I have one specifically for user experience currently running. Okay, we got a bit of a problem over here because he's all out of, he reached his context limit. So that's the point where it's best to switch over to a new agent because its memory is quite full. So we're gonna have a look at all of this, which is quite a lot of info. That is one of the downsides. They do like to talk. So yeah, let's have a look at what he made. I'm gonna pause the video and read it in my own time, and then come back with you to you guys when we start building it. Okay, so I read what he came up with, the AI agent, and it's quite good. So basically the bottom line is that we need to optimize our journey. So they first see, then they click around in the website. After that they might sign up for free early access, and only after that, so if they're starting to become part of the community, we're gonna offer them Discord, which is an optional extra free of charge when you are a member of the site. And I think it will be really fun for you guys to be able to join Discord and have discussions, have a back and forth about what we're gonna build, whether or not it was successful, that kind of stuff. So one of the cool things I also implemented was this voting section. This is also part of the community building experience, and here you can vote on what kind of new features you guys want. But again, also this is a bit overwhelming currently because there's the get early access, join waitlist, join Discord, etc, etc. So hopefully we will be able to also make adjustments in that one. But since this agent is pretty much full, we're gonna copy paste this. And we're gonna set up a new agent that actually will do the work. Okay, hopefully that one will build. Place and the build process. Here's what changed. So the portfolio overview. Okay, good. Okay, so he removed the information I asked for. He kept the things I wanted to keep. There's a mini chart per strategy, which is really nice. Better sort options, which is nice. Okay, we now have an interactive chart. Okay, sounds great. So we're going to review the changes. Obviously, we have to do. Let me review your work, please. So we're going to build the website locally, and then I can have a look and judge whether or not it's okay. Okay, over here we were working on the landing page design. Okay, turn a cold visitor into a waitlist sign up or someone explore our feed data who comes back later. Explain the product and don't dump our feed feature on scroll. Yeah, so visitor. So there's free. He came up with free visitor profiles. So skeptic researcher. Is this real? Live stats. Eat water. No, that is fine. Okay, busy monitor. Saving time. Okay. So we got a hero. Prove how it works. Conversion choice. What I built. Refactored overview page tomorrow. Follows one story. Okay, let's have a look at how it now looks now. Okay, so this is the portfolio, as you guys can remember, and now we should also. Oh, okay, this doesn't work. Let me have a look. Okay. I don't know if the new landing page is already launched. Yeah, okay, it did. It's still a bit of a mess in my opinion. My from database. Yeah, I think we're getting site crashes because this one is doing the customer journey redesign. So maybe we should wait on that one to finish up its work and then we can really review it. But I'm not super convinced yet by the look and feel of the homepage. Maybe I need to adjust my prompt so we have a few examples that he can kind of follow or get an idea for what I'm going for. So I will pause the video and continue once the agents are done with their work. Okay, so one of the cool things with working with AI agents is that you can also ask them for improvements. So the portfolio page was already looking a bit better, but yeah, of course, it doesn't work now because he's working on it. But there were still a few pieces missing, so I just asked him to review the portfolio details page and come up with some improvement suggestions. So one of the things we added in the last iteration was an interactive portfolio graph. So you could adjust the timeline of the portfolio performance versus the S&P 500 performance. But that interactivity wasn't carried over to the other graph we had. And if you take a look at the other graph we have, we see that we have the drawdown, and I don't even know if we really want to keep it, but this one wasn't interactive, so that's not good. And I also don't like this. It's a bit, it looks a bit strange, you know. I think you should just click on one, and then if you want to see other portfolios, you can just go back or go to portfolio again. So I also really didn't like that one. And now he came up with a few ideas. So he came up himself with the chart. So performance chart is interactive, drawdown is static. The syncing of the charts. So if you have 3 years on the one chart, you should also have 3 years on the other chart, which is really great. And then some improvements to provide a bit more data and insight. So yeah, I'm going to read through it and we're going to see what we will implement. Okay, so the agents are running again. I'm making a landing page because I didn't really like the last version of it. So he reverted back to the old landing page and he's now going to try to improve the landing page and really make a new page. So we don't mess up the home page like we did last time. This one is working on the portfolio page. He has many improvements he wants to do. Mainly to do with, for example, the charts, but also provide a bit more info in a more optimized way. So let's see what he comes up with. And then one of the things I think we need to check is see the current state before we can go live with an MVP or go to an early access state. So this is a bot I instructed to work as a, what is it called again, like a business coach. And he has to help me and coach me to get to the MVP era. So he's helping me reach the early access stage, and he's doing some checks if we are there already or if we aren't. And what we should definitely include before we go to the early access and we can put the site live. So he's going to do a bit of an analysis. He also did it yesterday. Then I iterated a few of the things he suggested we should include, like for example the Discord page. That was I wouldn't say his, yeah, he suggested that. And then I came up with the whole voting concept, and that's also the fun of working with AI agents, if you can go back and forth a bit. So let's see, my recommendation: launch time, early access beta launch, realistic goal next Monday. This week, finish email waitlist form, set up weekly free email feedback form, post on Wednesday. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Honest coach take. You're at a fork in the road. Launch early access. Yeah, we're gonna launch first and polish later because I can really iterate quite fast with the current setup. Although that could also be a downside because then it's really easy to redesign your site, and don't think we need to keep on redesigning the site if we already have customers or at least people that are on the early access membership thing. Because then each time they log on they have completely different look and feel. I don't think that would be the best. It might be okay to do something like that if we can do it with the help of the community. So maybe make a Discord uh, thread about it and talk over there how we can improve, and then take people along with us in the journey of development, so they don't get surprised, but they actually understand why we did it, and they also support the changes, or maybe they initiated the change. So I think that would be the way to tackle it forward, and then maybe combine that also with doing streams in which I'm just going to talk like I'm doing now, but then to a live audience, and then people can interact. I think that would be a really cool idea. So let's see, he came up with a list of things to tackle before we can go to an early access. Okay, good, yeah, I agree. The data product, so all of the underlying data is quite good. We have much data, we did many analysis, and we really got some value from the data, although it could have been a bit better, of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through the list, and then we're gonna pick it up from there. One of the things I really want to watch out for is launching too soon, because if you are launching, you're gonna generate some visitors, because you're gonna then obviously share the post on, for example, Reddit or LinkedIn, and have this launch event. And then if you have incoming visitors, but your site is still a bit shitty, or the call to action isn't clear yet, I think you lose out on a lot of potential members, or at least potential people that can join the waitlist. And this is also one of the problems I think I'm currently having in my mind, so I have to think about it, is are we going to try to push people into membership already? So then we should build a member side of things, and have like a customer relations module, or like a way to for people to set up an account, set up billing in place, etc. So that could be one of the plays that you say to people, okay, you must become, or must, if you want to have the added value of the second and third layer, so not just the data, but also the interpretation, the portfolios, the signals, so the things that really add value to people, then you have to go to the membership, and then the first month, because we're launching, or maybe, yeah, I think the first month, it will be free, for example. So that might be the best idea. The other option is to start collecting emails, which also could have some benefits, because then you don't have the friction of creating an account, and making just an email or dropping an email address in a box is more frictionless than setting up a whole account. But then one of the downsides of that is that I don't really know how to check if people are on the email list currently, and if they should then be be able to see the whole site. And the other downside is that maybe we get more emails that way, but then we also have to convert all those emails to members. So I think this little debate I'm having in my mind, this is the thing I'm going to debate with the business coach AI agent, and really think about it, and then pick one of the two paths, and then in that way get a more clear goal for the site currently. Because I think that we're now having a bit of a competition between them both, and that's never the idea. Okay, so we're reviewing the portfolio overview page now. He made some adjustments, but I actually like it a bit less than I did before. So what I think we're going to do is the historical performance should be on top, and then we give these details where the drawdown currently is. So these details and the high performance portfolio will be one thing, and that will be on the top then. The strategy assumptions, don't know if it's that important. I would say the current holdings should be second, and after that we can do maybe some more info, because you don't really want to know the methodology of the portfolio yet if you don't know the performance and the charts, and you at least get teased with the holdings. I really like this though, this is good. Member benefits. Yeah, so we're still running into the whole free thing I talked about, like are we going to do an email collection or account setup? But first let's fix this at least. So I'm can put the agent to work again. The top of the page, so the chart goes on top right. Top of the page. Remove the draw down chart and replace it with the, how should we call this? The model summary, etc. Nice overview on the right side of the charts. After that, do the holdings, and after that. So then we got this thing, then we go to holdings. What do we need to do then? Yeah, there may be some strategy background, but keep it more concise. Yeah. Detailed overview. Agreed or got another suggestion? Okay. We still have a few things to tackle. Let's see, the landing page should be redesigned, so let's review this. I see if it is an improvement on the current overview page, because once again I don't really like this one. So let's have a look. Okay, he's going to build the new page. Okay. So let's hope he can figure it out himself. No, he's still working on it. Okay. Okay, what do you guys think about this? Yes, of course. I think the building blocks were there, but I think you have to reposition it a little bit. And maybe that's also what's wrong with this. Stock. Yeah, so all of this data, that's too much, right? This is good, I guess. Yeah, all of this is a bit BS. So we should, I guess, lean more into the selling points, that the percentage of trades that are profitable and or beat the market. Something like that. So we really have to delve into the why you should get this. Yeah, that's my current thinking. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Is this one up again? Yeah, okay. So I like the evidence part of it. I'm not gonna lie, I like this. Don't really like this. I mean, it's okay, but it's a bit much. The latest disclosures and popular tickers shouldn't be included. I like this. I really like this call to action. Ready when you want more than raw findings. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay, yeah. That sounds good. View all yeah, okay, that's the signal part. Product model, free data. Yeah. Don't know if you should make this explicit. Is this true? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Okay, let me delve a little bit more into this, because if these signals are indeed performing that good, I think one of the problems was that we lacked a little bit of backtesting data to really validate it. But if they are performing this good, maybe we can launch it as a bit of a beta. Although I really want to make sure it works fine so people don't lose their money. But then if you spend too much time validating, you can also potentially lose out on a lot of money. So that's a little bit the debate. But stuff like this should be more on top. And then, yeah, the most active, biggest outperformer, I don't think we need to include this in it. Yeah. Because this really assumes that our main product is the data, which it kinda is, but if you guys can remember, the data is free, so the main product that we're trying to sell is the interpretation of the data. But I'm also debating and wondering now if we should make all of the data free and accessible, or should maybe put a bit of a limitation on it. So that's still a thing. Ooh, maybe you can add some watch lists. So you can pick an X number of insiders you want to follow. So whenever they buy or sell a stock, you get an update. I think that would be really nice. And then that could also be part of the premium model, so we have a bit more value over there. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So I'm really gonna think about this, because it's also one of the nice things with the combination of like, so we have a free layer model, so we have the data that is free, then we have the interpretation of the data that's paid for, and the automation of pushing the signals when something changes, maybe based on some settings you select, like for example a watch list of politicians. That's also part of the paid model. But I think one of the nice things is that we would then enable people to come up with their own strategy or portfolio of way of trading to outperform the market. So we supply like the tools for them, and maybe we could also lean into that a bit more. Because the edge we have compared to just people pushing signals is that we really have the data that both validates the pushing of signals and also enables people to come up with their own things. And what our added value is compared to just having the raw data, because there are places on the internet where you can pull all of that up for free, is that we already did some interpretation of the data. So that's also an interesting thing, if you can make a model around that. So I feel like we're getting somewhat close, especially with the whole raw product and what it supports. That's really nice. The product itself is getting there, and the things we still need and we're talking about won't be that much work to include, I hope, or I believe. But it also now comes down a lot to presenting the data and info to the people. So I think I also have to start pivoting a mindset from the really technical side to more of like the marketing business side of things. Which I don't have that much experience in, so that's going to be a bit harder to pull off. But like I said, I'm going to think about it, maybe take some notes. I'm not going to really talk to AI yet, because I first want to think about it myself a little bit. And then once we get a plan, we can validate and go back and forwards with AI and really hone in on the plan. Oh yeah, sorry guys, it's a bit back and forth between subjects, but I really wanted to show you guys what the portfolio page now looks like, because it's a huge improvement. So let's have a look. This is how it now will look like in our... okay, so we need to... Okay, I already found something we need to adjust and tweak, but I think we can pull that off. But if you compare it to our current portfolio overview page, it's... not the best because we don't have a hovering detail, we have to draw down, etc, etc, etc. We talked about this. And now we have, in my opinion, it's way better looking. We just have to do some alignments and fix the scaling when you do the hover over. We have to remove this. I think also remove this. This doesn't really add anything. And I really like this, the current holdings. So this is a great tease. Yeah. I think this is a bit too much broken up into different blocks. So I think that... Don't know if this really adds anything. So in my opinion we should move this to the methodology section. Because this does track strategy overview. Yeah, I don't really like it. Execution sensitivity, yeah, not included. So we're going to tweak this a little bit more, but I really like this, you know, the basics of this, and I think we're onto something. So let's continue tweaking. Alright, I've been really working hard these past few hours. Had something to eat and it's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna go towards the end of the working day at least. But let's see what we got. Alright, we got a somewhat updated overview page that I'm not a big fan of yet, so tomorrow we're definitely gonna have to put in some more work into that. I also don't know if I like that it is spamming over here already with the whole sign up, but what I do like is that we got the Google single sign on, at least locally working, so that's great. And then tomorrow I think we will rework all of this, so we get a better converting landing page. Okay, the signals were not really changed that much. The portfolio we did a lot of adjustments in. I really like the look and feel now. So over here you have the portfolio overview, like the graph, and then you can go into the details, and I think this looks pretty good now. So tomorrow probably we're going to check if we like all this summary over here. I simplified the research summary, so it's now way better, but still, yeah, I don't know if we really need to include it. Although it might be nice, because it does give some confidence and build some honesty. And that's also what I really want to do. I mean, I really want to show how it works and why you could or should follow it, or at least try it. You know, there are no guarantees that it will work, but at least you know what goes on under the hood, because with other solutions you don't really know what is going on. So the pricing, we also had a bunch of work done over here. I don't like this whole layer thing over here. I think that should be included in more of like a community background kind of posts. But what I really do like is this, choose how deep you want to go. that sounds really cool. The rest of the text I haven't really had a look at it. And I like this, explore free data, early access, continue with Google, email link. And then this one, and it's also really nice that we're converting to this. So the way it is set up now is that you either sign in with Google or you fill in your mail over here, and then you get a sign up link. So I don't know how that's going to work exactly. Tomorrow we have to delve into that a bit more. But the whole idea is to get it, the process as frictionless as possible. So people don't close the whole sign-up form somewhere halfway that you're like, okay, never mind, this is too much info. I mean, there's a reason why Amazon, for example, has the one-click buy button thing. It's all to reduce friction, and I think that's all super important and becomes more and more important. I also just noticed it today with myself, so okay, let's go over here. So I was checking out Stripe, right, a big payment provider that's going to do the payment for me, I guess. But then, you know, you look at this and you're like, my god, dude, I don't know where to start. Yeah, except for Start Now, obviously, but it's so much, you know, it's so much. So I started up an AI just to make sense of it all. And I really don't want that kind of user experience for my users. Yeah, another cool thing we adjusted was we combined the insider with the insider holdings, or the portfolio section. So now you can just have a look at the insiders as a whole and not have it separate between the whole trade slash scoring data and the portfolio holdings part of it. Maybe we're gonna do like a scoreboard or whatever. We're gonna frame it in that way, but for now I think this is yeah, this is at least good enough. You know, we got money filters, and you know what, it's looks good. Ticker section, I really don't know if you want to keep it in. Might be nice if you're looking for a specific ticker, like maybe I want to buy Apple, and then you can see some more info. So recent disclosures are mixed, blah blah blah. That's, you know, top holders, all trades, but I don't know if I like this, so we still have to take a long hard look into this. I think the idea is good, but we need to do another visualization and also make the timeline shorter, because this is way too much of an overview. So the whole voting section, yeah, I always also need to put some work into that. I want to do with a plus and a minus, I think, and then ranking, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I do like the overall look and feel of this. This is one of the better pages, I feel like. Methodology, yeah, just a whole bunch of background info. I haven't really looked into it. So what we're doing now is going more for like the good look and feel and user experience, and then later on we're definitely going to look at the individual texts and whether or not those are okay. But at this point in time I really want to get the backend up and running properly, get stuff like login, the payment provider, etc, and then do the front end, at least from a design standpoint. And then I think one of the final things we will do is really check if all the texts are good and everything works properly. So then we're going to go into a test phase, but I think if we're in the test phase we can also start really hosting it and hopefully get our first few customers. So yeah, like I said, it's been a really joy today to continue working on this site. There's still quite a lot to do, to improve on, but I think we did a lot, and we're getting closer to being able to launch it. So let me know in the comments what you think about it so far. Really happy to hear from you guys, and then we'll see you in the next one. I hope this session was inspiring. You could see what goes on in the background, how relatively easy it is to start building and making stuff once you're into the whole AI thing. Yeah, I definitely challenge you all to also think about this and try and start building, or at least come up in your minds with an idea you can execute on. And then just do it. You know, that's the most fun part. Don't overthink it. Just go. So that were my last words of wisdom. I'm gonna go downstairs, sit behind the telly and watch the show, and then I will see you guys next time.